What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Two Pencils podcast here on Wednesday morning. A little different day this week. We're only putting out one episode, but we are back nonetheless with a brand new shirt. Jackson, you like this shirt?
Do like it. Where'd you get it?
Our mother randomly texted me and said, "I got you something," and I go to their house, and here it is. And I'd never really realized it, but I do start every episode by saying, "What is up, everybody?"
Yeah,
Why I do that, I don't know. I didn't realize it, but yeah. So if there's any viewers, listeners out there that would like a T-shirt, shoot us a message, text me, and we may put in an order. It'll probably be around 18 to 20 bucks, somewhere in that range. So if you're interested and you're listening or watching, let us know, and we'll hook you up. You want one?
I would like one, yeah.
And we will probably not put the "What is up, everybody."
I think you
It'll probably just
should.
be our. You think we should?
Why not?
Well, we could do that. But I really didn't realize that I said that, but I do every episode. I went back and listened, and I do every single time.
If I look crazy, my allergies are killing me. I look like I've got one eye swollen shut.
You've been mowing all day.
I have been mowing, but golly,
Yeah, Jackson's in charge of mowing. How many fields do you mow at Glasgow?
all of them. No, just
How
the
long's
game field, practice field, and middle school field.
how long's that take you?
If I do it all at once, 2.5 hours, it ain't bad.
Do you like mowing? I loved mowing. I think there's nothing better. As long as I have a good pair of headphones and can listen to some music, I
I
love
like mowing
mowing.
if I have good equipment.
That's fair. I used to mow like 5 or 6 yards and back in high
Yeah,
school,
I
and
mean, I
I
wouldn't
absolutely
mow
love it.
without a zero turn or something.
That's fair. But Jackson, we are coming off of one of my favorite weekends of the year. Of course, my March is super swamped. Got several trips that I take with some buddies, but we are coming off one of, if not my favorite trip of the year, our llama group chat. Um, about it's us two and I think 13 others, and we go up every year. This was our sixth year doing it, up to Heartland Golf Course in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, and they treated us well this year. They've got condos right off the golf course, right beside their big restaurant, bar, cosmic golf area. Just a sweet setup at Heartland Golf Course.
It really is the coolest place. It's literally set up like Top Golf, and they have sunk well, I don't want to say sunk because it was booming. They have put a bunch of money into this place, and they've made it awesome. You rent out bays just like Top Golf. They have Cosmic Golf in the basement, which is basically putt putt in the dark, I guess. And man, it is a good time. They've always got ball games on. Their food, those appetizers we had this weekend. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, it's a. So we went up on Friday, and
I didn't make
Jackson
it
did.
till Saturday.
Yeah, four of us went up on Friday right after everybody got off work. We met up there, go to the condos, which is probably 50 yards from the restaurant bar area. Go over there and eat. And then you, like Jackson said, you've got miniature golf, cosmic golf. You've got the bays for essentially top golf. The restaurant is really good. And then you've got the actual 18-hole golf course. We woke up Saturday morning. There was seven of us that played golf. I think there was 8 or 9 of us on the trip total. So if you are ever looking for just a little weekend getaway, but you don't want to go too far, I highly recommend Heartland Golf Course. The the condos are what we pay. I think people that stayed 2 nights, I think it was $60 a person. I know for the people that stayed one night, I think it was $30 a person. So it's pretty dang cheap too for the condos. And then, like I said, you've got everything you need within 100 yards. And I know Jackson, along with the rest of our Llama group chat, highly recommend that as a little weekend getaway. Um, but yeah, I can't get over how awesome it is and how much it's progressed since we started going up there.
Oh, they always had a cool setup, because the driving range was always right off the back of the restaurant. They always had a driving range there, and then they have a cool little finishing hole. It finishes like literally right up next to the clubhouse, and a lot of times you'll have people standing around the little balcony there watching you come in on that par three to end it, and it's a good course. It's a good course. It's pretty. That you can tell they put money into it and try to take care of it.
What I really like about it is for someone who is, not really into golf all that much, I think it's perfect for someone like me who, just likes to go have a good time. They don't really care all that much about golf, but I love some mini golf. I like Top Golf because it's really not all that serious. And it's kind of, I almost want to say luck. Those two games are a little bit. Because somehow, and you can attest to this when we went to Top Golf in Nashville, somehow I win a lot. Tell the
Yeah,
truth.
just hit it at the first little spot and can't hit it any further than that.
They also, we didn't even mention this, inside the restaurant, they've got the golf simulators.
Yeah, they have golf simulators also that you can just
So
go up
what
on.
Yeah, so what we did is they have like these big, there's three projectors, and they've got, I think, three or four couches over there. So you just go and rent a bay, and then you play your golf simulator on that big projector, and then the projector right beside it, they had the basketball games on. So it was just awesome setup. I absolutely love everything about Heartland Golf Course and their cosmic golf, their apartments, condos, whatever you want to call them. Just a just a perfect setup in my opinion.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good deal there.
And not to mention, my team won the golf match. Thank you, Jonathan Shaw. I did not. Of course, I'm the worst golfer in the field by far. Any of you out there watching or listening, if you've ever played golf with me, you know I'm absolutely terrible. But one great benefit of that is you always get to be with the best player in the field. So my record, I might be undefeated at Heartland, honestly.
Yeah.
Just is what it is. What it is. But anyway, looking forward to that trip already next year. We've already been in contact with them about getting our rooms booked. But again, if you just want a little short, not too far to travel, a little weekend getaway, go check out Heartland Golf Course in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. You will not be disappointed. Since we last recorded, Jackson, there's been a lot of college basketball games played, and a lot of really good and exciting college basketball games played. As we, in the men's and women's NCAA tournaments, we are down to the Final Four. Let's give a little recap over the Sweet 16 and Elite Eight games. I'll run through these scores. Of course, most people already know, but Arizona defeated Arkansas 109 to 88. That one shocked me a little bit. Purdue survived against Texas 79-77. Illinois upset Houston 65-55. Iowa defeated Nebraska 77-71. Duke came back and beat St. John's 80-75. Michigan defeated Alabama 90-77. UConn 67, Michigan State 63, and Tennessee 76, Iowa State 62. Then in the Elite Eight round, here's where the games got good. Arizona defeated Purdue 79-64. Illinois over Iowa 71-59. Michigan throttled Tennessee 95-62. And then in the big one, the most exciting one, UConn overcomes a 19-point deficit against Duke to win 73-72. Let's just talk a little bit about the Sweet 16 and Elite Eight games. Obviously, we're going to dive deeply into the UConn Duke game, but what stood out to you in the Sweet 16 and Elite Eight rounds?
Arizona is Uh, really good. Michigan is really good. And I think those are the two things that I knew they were good, but like I think Arizona kind of cemented like they're the best team in the country. I think Michigan is next, but I think it's a wide gap.
Really.
I feel like Arizona is capable of just beating you to death. Like, and I don't mean by points always, but they just are hard to stop. They're relentless on defense. Michigan's really good, but I think they match up bad for Arizona.
Arizona reminds me a lot of Florida last year. They are dominant inside, but their guards are even better. They've got more than one. They're huge. They rebound the ball and they just pound it inside. Like uh, we was
That's
talking
what
in
I mean
our
when I
llama
say they
chat.
can beat you to death.
Yeah, like Arizona's not a team. It's the norm in college basketball today to live and die by the three. Arizona doesn't. They force it into the paint and they want to score at the rim and they are really good at it.
They can
They limit
shoot.
their They can. They limit their opponents to one shot. Uh, they're really good. Our final four matchups are Arizona versus Michigan, and then Illinois versus UConn. And let's talk a little bit about UConn versus Duke. What a
Oh,
game!
yes.
UConn at one point was down 44-25, a 19-point deficit, and they just kept chipping away, and chipping away. And they made the play at the end. They made the shot to escape with a 1 point win. And I'll let you go first. Talk a little bit about that game.
Well, first off, I don't think I realized in the moment how all the guy had to do was bounce pass, and they're in the Final Four. They had two dudes, like UConn sold out, and it worked.
All they
Completely
had to
sold out.
do,
They
all
left two
Duke had to
dudes
do,
wide open. They brought three on one guy, and it worked.
all
And
they
they
had to do was hold the ball, and they
or
would foul.
throw it in the air. Or I mean, they were going to foul them. They couldn't just hold the ball. Like people saying that, like, come on, they were going to foul the guy.
That's what that's what I'm saying. They could hold it, and they're going to get fouled and
But
go
you
shoot free
can't
throws.
blame the guy for trying to throw it to two wide open people. You can't. We all would have done that. Every one of us would have been like, "Ooh, they're wide open. Let's just get it out of my hands to the wide open guy." That's what you're taught. Don't let them foul me. Pass it to the wide open guy. We
I mean,
all would have
it's
done exactly what that kid did. We might have bounced past it. We might have faked it and went down or something. But anywho, and then the funniest part of the entire thing, other than the John Shire meme, which is elite, will never die, is the fact that the dude who got the three made in his face didn't put his hands up, and his Instagram bio is "get a hand up."
that is crazy. That
My biggest takeaway, though, is it literally could not happen to a better bunch of people. Uh, Duke deserves every bad thing that's ever happened to him because I've never seen a program, university, team benefit from more whistles, more media love, more national attention, more first round picks, more just complete and total media bias than the Duke Blue Devils for the last 30 years. Did Coach K earn it? Absolutely. He won a lot of games. He's arguably the greatest ever. John Shire hasn't. He is living. He is a guy that got the job because he played there and he does a good job. But man, like you're getting recruits because you're the head coach at Duke, not because you're Coach K. And the fact that it has happened to them after all the crap that they talked about the John Calipari years and all, like it just couldn't happen to a better bunch. And I love it. And if you're a Duke fan, you deserve this. You've been living in a fantasy utopia for so long. Like, and it's not even that bad. They need to get over themselves. Like, they're in the Elite Eight every year. They're going to be back next year. Like, Shire will probably eventually win one, but man, as of right now, sucks to suck. Everybody's had to watch that stupid Christian Laettner shot, the most overrated shot in the history of March Madness for years, and now this is more important than the Christian Laettner shot. The Christian Laettner shot was like in the Elite Eight or something. I guess this was too. So same difference. Same difference, actually.
Well, you brought up something comparing Duke to John Calipari. Is Duke the new Kentucky as far as when Calipari was there? Because I'm going to throw out a lot of names here. Okay, since Duke's last title in 2015, they have had all of these guys to play for them and have won 0 national
They
championships.
shouldn't have won it in 2015 either.
Brandon Ingram, Grayson Allen. Now, I know Grayson Allen did win one in 15. I get that. But he also played past 15, so he qualifies for this list. Jason Tatum, Marvin Bagley III, Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, and R.J. Barrett, Wendell Moore Jr., Vernon Carey Jr., Jalen Johnson, Jeremy Roach, Polo Banchero, Kyle Flipkowski, Tyrese Proctor, Caleb Foster, Cooper Flagg, Isaiah Evans, Malik Brown, Con Knipple, Caden Boozer, and Cameron Boozer. All of that, 0 titles. So, that's exactly, and you all know how I feel about John Calipari. I never liked him, but Cal won a lot of games and got crucified because he could never really win the big one outside of 2012. Is Duke that now?
Well, I think he's going to have to do it for a few more years because half of those years were Coach K's.
Still, I'm saying I didn't say is Shire the new Calipari. I said is Duke the new Kentucky when Cal was there.
Well, Duke has a much better perception from the media and from recruits and from Twitter and all that. So I would say no, not yet.
But are they on the way?
Yeah, they're on the way. They're definitely on the way. I mean,
Let's talk a little bit about getting off the subject of Duke, unless you're not finished hating on them. If you want to continue, go ahead.
I'll hate on them all the time, but I think I the beautiful thing is I got on Twitter today, and that game was over 48. Was it over 24 hours ago? Well, today's Tuesday, so that game was over 48 hours ago, and people are still hating on Duke, and it's just beautiful because all you've gotten is Duke love. Half the dang basketball media is Duke alums. Like Duke gets a lot of love from the media, whether they deserve it or not. They get it, and they get the most. They have a big fan base. I think they have a big fan base because they were on freaking TV all the time when everybody was younger. So that's where they get a lot of these fans. They get a different.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. We've had our friends send us the things and the tweet. Duke gets a different whistle. They do. Sorry about it. You can compare number of whistles all you want. Watch the games. When it's a crucial moment, Duke usually gets the call. Always have. And that's something that good for them. I wish my team got it, but they don't. So it's just fun to hate on Duke. They're a dislikable team.
Well, let's talk about, on the opposite side, Dan Hurley. That man, he's one of those that you either love or hate him. I love Dan Hurley. I
I'm
love
a,
everything about him. He is who he is. He don't change. He is arrogant, and he is a butthole. But the dude wins, and he wins at an elite level. He has now been, I think this is year number 8 at UConn. He's won 2 national championships, and he's now going to his 3rd Final Four. Dan Hurley, obviously not there yet, but Dan Hurley is on the path to become one of, if not the best college basketball coaches of all time.
Here's something I don't. I get where people are coming from. Like I get the Dukes and the Kentuckys and the Carolinas saying like, "Well, UConn's not a blue blood."
Uh,
Get kind of where they're coming from because they do. UConn's one of those teams that's like all or nothing kind of deal. Like they've only been to the Final Four like what 9
8 times.
times, and
8
they've
or
won
9.
6 of them. Like we call Michael Jordan the GOAT for that. and he is because he only went to the finals 6 times and he won them all. And so I don't understand how if you win 6 national titles, you're a blue blood. You have gotten yourself like you're not an old money blue blood. You're there. You have more national titles than the Duke Blue Devils, the Kansas Jayhawks, the Michigan State Spartans, the all these other people that like get that love. Like you're tied with Carolina in national championships.
Yeah. UConn is, there's not a debate. The people that say
In
UConn's
my
not a blue,
opinion, there's no debate. I think the last title, this last repeat they did, that cemented it. Like,
and to me, there's no argument. I agree with you. You've won 6 national championships since 1999. All 6 of their titles have been since 99. Duke's got 5, and their first one was in 91. And Duke is undoubtedly a blue blood. I think we would agree with that. I'll say it. Duke's a blue blood. But how can you justify saying Duke's a blue blood and not say UConn is?
it make I don't understand it, and I
6.
get where they're coming from because they will be like, well, Duke has had better success when they didn't have title teams. Cool. Who
Yeah.
cares?
I think
Like,
Duke's been to, I think, I'm going to be wrong here. Somebody fact check me, but it's 18, 19 Final Fours. UConn's only been to 8 or 9. Who cares? The goal is to win national championships, and UConn has done that more than Duke.
yeah, I don't get it. They're undoubtedly the best program of the modern era.
Oh, God, it's not even close.
It's not
Um,
close.
I think you go, Kentucky is still the greatest college basketball program of all time. Then, to me, Carolina's number 2.
I agree.
Uh, 3, I would say Duke. Or no, I'm sorry. 3, I would say Kansas. Simply, I know they've only
I
got
don't know
4,
how
which
you can put Kansas ahead of Duke.
really.
How?
Well, okay.
Because
Kansas,
basketball was invented there. Good for them.
you're 6 blue bloods. I think there's 6 now. I'm still counting UCLA. I just feel
Yeah,
like
they have 11 titles. Other teams had a chance to win when UCLA was winning them. Other
you've
teams
got
had basketball then too.
you've got undoubtedly Kentucky and Carolina, or should be 1, 2. Then I think 3 through 6 you can kind of flip. Kansas, UConn, Duke, UCLA. I think there's 6 blue bloods, and UConn is the newest in that batch.
Hmm.
But I think they're. I put them ahead of Duke. And we're gonna get accused of just hating on Duke. But I mean,
I think that like if they're not ahead of Duke, they're right behind them.
if they win it this year, they're knocking on the door of Kentucky. I'm sorry,
Oh,
but they
yeah.
are.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. I get that. Like I get it though. Duke's got more wins and more this and more that. Like that's the argument you make for Kentucky. You got more titles, more wins. That's literally the 2 most important things, in my opinion, when you're looking at who a blue blood is. Wins, titles, conference titles. I don't care what conference you're in; it's still hard to win them.
Yeah,
Like
and I'm not sure about UConn's conference titles, but
I
just
don't even know what
people
they were in the Big East forever.
the people just need to get over it. UConn's a blue blood. Bottom line, there is. Sorry, fight me.
I don't know how you can argue that they're not at this point. They're not
What
going.
is
They're not going anywhere. It's kind of the same argument people would make like about Georgia. Like Georgia's like almost at one of those like top tier football jobs, but they're kind of new on the scene. Like they hadn't won one in a long time, and then now they're like really good every year. Like that's UConn,
there's
except they were
also
good back in 1980.
there's also a lot more blue bloods in college football than basketball.
Hmm.
There are.
There's still only like 5 or 6 schools that are like true blue bloods in football.
Who would you say they are?
Alabama, Notre Dame, USC, Oklahoma.
Texas,
No.
Michigan, Ohio State.
Michigan, Ohio State. Yeah. And if you want to throw I don't put Texas with those 6.
I, you still got Miami, Florida, Florida State. You're not counting
Those
them.
those 3 are not on those sixes level.
What about
They're
Nebraska?
close. Not even close, in my
Would
opinion.
you put Nebraska in there?
No, been too long
Okay,
since they've been good.
I agree. I was gonna say
Now,
if we
having
agreed.
said that, like other teams had the chance to be good then too. Florida has only really been good since the 90s. You know,
That's fair.
Florida State has only been good since the 80s. Miami's only been good since the 80s. Like those six I named were good in the 1940s and they're good now. And they were good in between. That's the difference, in my opinion.
So what are your picks for the Final Four matchups? We got Illinois versus UConn Saturday evening at 5:09 p.m. And then in the nightcap, you've got Michigan versus Arizona at 7:49 p.m. Illinois is a 2.5 point favorite over UConn, and Michigan is a 1.5 point favorite over Arizona. I
I'm
like both.
the opposite of both.
Yeah, I like both underdogs.
I
Which
think the championship game is Arizona Michigan. I think the winner comes from that game.
I'm never, as long as I live from now on, I'm not picking against Dan Hurley. The
Fair enough.
dude just wins. And I seen a TikTok. Of course, I'm sure everybody's seen the post game press conference. I want to say it was in 2021, maybe 21, somewhere in there. And they had just got beat, ended their season. And in the post game, he said, "You better get us now because it's coming." And somebody made an edit to that within then put in behind that his two national championships, the shot from Sunday that beat Duke, and it was awesome. But
Oh,
Dan
he's
Hurley,
in basketball.
and I really don't think it's close. So you're going with who are you taking in the UConn Illinois game?
I'm going to take UConn just because it's hard not to. And then I got to go Arizona. I think they're the best team. I think they're the best team in the country.
I think I agree with you. I'm going to go Arizona and UConn. It shocks me that Michigan's favored over Arizona.
I I kind of want to go put money on them, but I know that it'll screw it up.
I I could kind of see a little bit. I could see Illinois being
I can
favored
see that.
somewhat,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna go UConn and Arizona. I just think UConn's better than Illinois, and I think Arizona's better than Michigan. But
Because whether we
Vegas,
want to admit it or not, Duke was really good.
yeah, Duke
It
was,
was really good.
in my opinion, Duke was the third best team in the country behind Michigan and Arizona. Uh, but then who are you going to take in the title if you've got Arizona versus UConn?
I think Arizona's the best team in the country.
I agree with that. That's not good that we're agreeing on all three matchups. So that definitely means something crazy is going to happen and not in
I'm
our
not
favor.
worried about who you pick. I know my picks are right. As long as I don't put money on it, we good.
So our final four picks, we're going to go with UConn over Illinois. We're going to go Arizona over Michigan. And then in the title game, we're going to go Arizona over UConn. Who are you rooting for, though?
UConn, 100%,
I,
1,000,000%.
I am too. And
As you
people have,
know, as you know, I I am a fan. Um, how can I say this delicately? A fan slut. I like to have multiple favorite teams, and I've recently moved UConn up to third on my favorite team list. That's pushed them ahead of Carolina. Until Carolina gets their coach, I don't know. They may move back, but right now UConn's third.
that's absolutely insane.
It goes Florida, Kentucky. This is just for college basketball, by the way. It goes Florida, Kentucky, UConn, Carolina. I'm looking to add a fifth team if anybody, just go ahead and round it out.
That's absolutely crazy. I too am rooting for UConn. I'm a big Dan Hurley guy. I love him, and I've been crucified at school and by some friends saying, "Well, you can't be for UConn. They're going to get within one championship of Kentucky." Okay,
Everyone's
whatever.
going to get within one championship in Kentucky if they don't start winning them.
Yeah. Speaking of Kentucky basketball, the rumor is, again, I have no idea. It's all rumors. Well, this is a fact. We just hired Mo Williams as an assistant coach. got his son to come, and they're saying that that was the hiring needed to get Tyron Stokes, who is the number one recruit in this year's class. And for some reason, of course, I'm a big believer where there's smoke, there's fire. Josh Hubbard, the point guard at Michigan State, has been sharing a lot of Kentucky stuff on his social media. So, and he is probably going to enter the portal if he hasn't already. If we can get Josh Hubbard, sign me up. He is one of the best point guards in the SEC. No, not going to say that. But if you can land Hubbard and Stokes, that's all you can ask for in the offseason from Mark Pope.
That's it.
In the offseason,
Don't they have 0 recruits on the team?
got one now. Mo Williams. It took hiring Mo Williams to get his son, but we got one now.
What's his son's name?
If you hadn't asked me, I could have told you. I'm not
If
sure.
you were getting Jason Williams, I'd be excited.
Mo Williams. What is his name? I should know this.
Yeah, some fan you are. See, it's better to just be a fan slut like me.
No.
I don't know who the teams are getting, so I don't have to worry about it.
Mason Williams.
There's zero pressure when you have 4 favorite teams.
Yeah. Especially when 3 of them are blue bloods.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just rumors. Hopefully, by the time our next episode comes out on Tuesday, hopefully Tyron Stokes is committed to the Cats, but who knows? It's between Kentucky and Kansas. I think it's going to boil down to if Bill Self retires or if he comes back. I'll believe he commits to Kentucky when it actually happens.
I think I would commit to Bill Self over Mark Pope. Sue me.
Well, the thing is, he's got to deal with Nike. So if he goes to Kansas, he would have to suspend it, pause it for a year, and he would miss out on a ton of money.
That would suck.
So,
when's Kentucky going to go Jordan brand, by the way?
I don't know. Speaking of Michael Jordan, of course, again, I've been fooled on Twitter before. We all know that, but supposedly, and again, could be false, but supposedly Michael Jordan has taken the UNC job into his own hands, and he personally called Tommy Lloyd, the head coach of Arizona.
Well, you could do a lot worse than getting Michael Jordan involved in anything.
Yeah. What would you do?
Head coach of doesn't matter who, and Michael Jordan called me. I'm going to take that call and say, yeah, let's go to dinner.
I was going to say,
what he has to say. It is
if you were if you're a college basketball coach or whatever, and your phone rings and it's an unknown number and you answer and it's Michael Jordan, what's your reaction going to be?
I don't know. I have no idea. Like what?
That is crazy.
What do you say? How do you not fangirl?
But see, Michael Jordan is allowed to do that because he has really no affiliation. He's not an employee of the university, so it wouldn't be considered poaching because Arizona's season's still going. So they're technically, university officials aren't allowed to contact him yet. So,
right.
So,
it's
by
just
golly,
yeah. The school wears uniforms with his logo on it.
Right. So, anyway, shifting gears from college basketball, MLB opening weekend was this past weekend. And more importantly, it was Cincinnati Reds opening weekend. And the Reds, to open the year, took 2 out of 3 from the Boston Red Sox. I've got several friends who are Red Sox fans. So
the Reds are on pace to go 161-1 as of now.
Yeah, they're 3-1. They won 2 of 3 from Boston, then took the opening game against the Pirates. So 3-1 on the year. So let's just talk a little Reds baseball. What are your, as a fan, what are your expectations from this team this season?
I mean, you have to get in the playoffs. I think if you don't, I mean, you got to get in the playoffs. It's time. It is time to get in the playoffs and win a series. I think
agree.
If you don't do that, that's super disappointing. Look at the young talent on this team. You just added Chase Burns, who obviously has got a little dog in him.
I
The guy
agree.
can pitch. You've got Hunter Green, who's not healthy, but he's going to be. I love Abbott. I really
Yeah.
like him. He's a dog. They've got as good a starting rotation as you can ask for in the major leagues. I mean, they don't have like a mega star Paul Skeens type guy, but they've got five quality starters that any team would be like, yeah, I'll sign me up. I'll take those guys. Five quality guys. You don't have a
And
Cy Young candidate, but you got five quality starters. You've got talent all throughout your lineup. And if they'll just quit, gosh dang, striking out, they've got a chance to be deadly because they are fast, they're athletic, they're young, they're hungry. They're all trying to get their second contract, so you know they're hungry. You've got a veteran guy back in Eugenio Suarez, which I'm not sold on because he strikes out too much, but you've got the pieces on offense if they'll just hit the ball. The question is, and has been for years, is the bullpen.
yeah.
Can they get, and in today's time, it's like you're going to take the pitcher out by the fifth or sixth. You can't afford to do that in Cincinnati. By the All-Star break, they need to be in it, and they need to just say, listen, starters, you got to start going deeper in these games. We don't have or you go out right now and you just try to acquire some type of arm. At this point, I'd sacrifice a bat for two quality bullpen arms or I'm talking like a quality lockdown closer.
Yeah, they're 6, 7, and 8 inning guys. That's been the weak point for the last couple years. I firmly believe you have the lineup 1 through 9 to win the division and win a playoff series. Is it a World Series caliber lineup? Probably not. Probably not. Your starting rotation,
Or higher average, though. You got to.
your starting rotation is World Series caliber. Your starting pitching could win you a World Series. And I know that's crazy, uh, but it could. It might. It's a top 5 rotation in baseball, but your bullpen is just it's below average.
Yeah.
Uh,
A lot of
like
games that these starting pitchers like here's the thing people don't understand. It's hard to win Cy Youngs and titles like that and awards in Cincinnati because they don't have a 12 and 1, 15 and 2, 16 and 3 record guy. Cuz they get a lot of no decisions because they go out with the lead and they lose it and they get a no decision.
you mentioned the strikeouts. There's 2 hitters in the lineup: Ellie De La Cruz and Eugenio Suarez. They're going to strike out 200 times each. That's just the way that it is. We might as well just accept it. The only way I would consider that okay, Eugenio Suarez, sorry, Eugenio Suarez has to hit 40 plus home runs. Bottom line, he
Or
has
you
to hit 40.
or you're hurting.
Yeah, if you're going to strike out that much and you're going to hit around 220 to 230, you got to hit 40 home runs. You got to drive in at least 100 plus, probably 110 plus.
Yep.
And Ellie, I would like to see around 25 home runs from Ellie, and he needs to be around 40 to 50 stolen bases as well.
I think he's got to be at 50 minimum.
But to answer the question that I posed, for me, I think I'm to the point you got to win the NL Central, and then you got to win at least one playoff series. I will be 20.
Brewers.
It is. The Brewers. Brewers are one of the best ran organizations in baseball. But you know what they do? The Brewers are so good. Their starter is going to go 5 innings, and then they've got a dominant sixth, seventh, and eighth inning guy, and then a dominant closer. The Brewers bullpen for the last 3 or 4 years has been filthy. If they've got the lead after 5, it's over. And if their starter does go 6, that's just a bonus for them. But most of the time, they're not going longer than 6. Most of the time, or at least in the games against the Reds, they're going 5 innings. And that bullpen is coming in and hammering it. But for me, win the division, win a playoff series. I will be 29 years old this month. I have never seen my favorite Major League Baseball team win a playoff series. And me and you made a deal. I don't know if you remember it. Of course, I know it'd be right in the middle of football season. And hopefully, if it happens, it'll be around fall break. if the Reds do get back in the playoffs and host, we are going.
We're
Oh,
there.
maybe it's a Saturday, but I know you're a head football coach and I'm an offensive coordinator, but I'm going if the Reds ever host a playoff series again. I feel like I have to.
Well, the great part about being a head coach is you make the schedule. So
Well, for you, I don't. But anyway, looking forward to some Reds baseball. One of my favorite things to do is come home, chill in the evenings. If the weather's as nice as it's been this week, go out on the back porch, watch the games. I absolutely love watching baseball. But anyway, hopefully the Reds can have a great summer. Last year they did just enough to sneak into the playoffs. Had to play the Dodgers round one. Uh, but anyway, hopefully we avoid them this year and can win that playoff series and win the NL Central. But last thing, Jackson, I have a blind ranking for you. Sticking on the baseball wave, 1 through 7 here. I got 7 items, and it is going to be a blind ranking of baseball game foods. You go out to the ballpark, you're watching some baseball. What's the best snack or best food to have? Are you ready?
yeah,
Up first, popcorn.
5.
Gonna go 5 with popcorn. I like that.
Yeah.
What about just a good old fashioned hot dog?
Mm. Depends on from where. I'm gonna go 3. You can't beat a good ballpark dog.
I agree. I love hot dogs. What about some Cracker Jacks?
4. Think
Say to
right between the hot dog and the popcorn.
that would be number 7 for me.
Cracker Jacks are quality.
Not a fan. Not a fan of Cracker
You have
Jacks.
zero culture.
Maybe, but not a fan. What about some nachos?
Love nachos, especially those ballpark ones. The
I'm
ones
not
that's
I'm not gonna let you have the salsa with them though. Just chips and cheese. I know when we go to Great American Ballpark, it's the cheese and salsa, but I'm not going to let you have that. To me, that would
I'm gonna
be
say
too
2.
easy. That would be too easy of a number one if I give you salsa.
I'm gonna say 2.
Gonna go 2. Okay. What about peanuts?
I can't put them 1, but I feel like they're
Mm,
above some others. I'm gonna go 6, just because I feel like I have to. I don't think that you can put them at 1.
I would. Peanuts are number one for me. And I'm the type. Peanuts are one of the most addicting foods there is. If I
Yeah,
eat one, I'm eating the whole bag. 6, really?
I can't put it at 1
Why?
because I don't like them the most.
Okay. You got 2 left. You've got number 1 and you've got number 7 open.
Typical.
The ice cream helmet.
uh, 1.
Wow. I was not expecting that. But I think that saved your list because at number 7, you're going with the soft pretzel.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just not a pretzel guy. I don't
Eh,
hate on people that are. I don't hate on people that are. It's just not for me.
I'm not a pretzel guy. Never have been.
Yeah, I get it though. Salt, cheese.
So,
You get cheese with it.
yeah, I actually did put soft pretzel with cheese,
Oh well,
but
that
too
helps.
bad. It goes at 7 regardless. But Jackson's list, again, this blind ranking was baseball game foods slash snacks. At number 1, he had the ice cream helmet. At number 2, he went with nachos, just cheese, no salsa. 3, hot dog. 4, Cracker Jacks. 5, popcorn. 6, peanuts, which is crazy. And then 7, the soft pretzel with cheese. You satisfied with your list?
Take it.
Well, anyway, that is all we've got for this episode. Only one this week, and it's coming out on a different day. Today being Wednesday, we will be back next week with 2 episodes like normal on Tuesday and Thursday. If you're watching or listening, hopefully watching so you can see this shirt, shout out to Fern for this. If you would like one of these shirts, and again, it says What is up, everybody? It's got our logo on it, and then at the bottom says Two Pencils Podcast. If you would like one, reach out to us on our social media or text me, and we'll hook you up. We're going to be around $18 to $20. We can keep the What is up, everybody on there if you want it, or we can take it off if you would like that as well. But just let us know, and we will get you hooked up, Jackson. I'll try to get you one too.
Thanks.
But anyway, before we go, anything you'd like to add?
No, get outside, people. It's beautiful out there.
It is. It is absolutely gorgeous outside. Hopefully, the weather stays this way. Summer is near. And of course, the only cold days in the last little bit was when we golfed last Saturday. Anyway, but that's all we've got. Again, let me know about the shirts if you're interested. But we will be back next Tuesday with a brand new episode. Final four games Saturday night, starting around 5 o'clock, with UConn and Illinois and Arizona, Michigan to follow. National championship game on Monday. We'll have the recap on Tuesday. But that's all we've got. We will see you all on Tuesday. Everybody have a great week and weekend.